This is Dr. James Kneller. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. And give us feedback by leaving your comments. One of my favorite quotes is by Nelson Mandela. Our greatest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our greatest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. I've wondered a great deal about this power that Nelson Mandela is referring to. After all, we know there is tremendous power in our physiology. Your heart's electrical signature can be isolated from the brain waves of those around you. Your presence is changing the thoughts and experience of the people surrounding you just by you being there. We've also learned how your mind shapes the nervous system that is integral to your heart, encoding your identity, your dominant traits in the substance of your heart. We know this from cases of heart transplant, where the traits, desires, and motivations of the donor show up in the person receiving the new organ. The information contained in that heart travels with it. We also observe that we have extraordinary abilities that extend beyond ourselves. The greatest thinkers of all time, the greatest philosophers, writers, and poets have all stood in awe, and as Brian Tracy puts it, like standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon, at the great concept that your life is what your thoughts make it. Louise Hay says, it's as though everything you think and everything you speak goes out from you into the universe, shapes, events, circumstances, and conditions, and returns to you multiplied. It's almost as if the universe is listening to everything you say and everything you think and saying, oh, this is what they want. Well, let's get that for you. You may ask, how do I best interact with this universe? Can I harness the power of my physiology? How do I think and speak in ways that directs what is multiplied and returned to me? All too often, our concept of reward resembles widely held notions about Santa Claus. When I was 3 to 4 years old, there was a Christmas party. Santa was calling out the kids by name and passing out gifts. Santa lifted a large red box, and oh, how I wanted that gift. Then Santa called my name, Jimmy. I started forward. Jimmy Anderson, said Santa. What? Santa was calling a different kid. Well, it was close enough. I mean, we had the same name, we were the same age, both had brown hair. I climbed up on Santa's knee and said, I'm Jimmy Anderson. Now give me the blessing that I desire and I'm entitled to. Santa says, you're Jimmy Kneller. Now go back to your seat and wait your turn. Fortunately, the construct of Santa does not reveal how the universe responds to us. We tend to think that way, and it's wrong. There is an infinite source of all good things, and we want to receive from the infinite source. How do we best receive directly from the infinite source of all good things? This question may be best answered by a story from ancient Hebrew scripture. And this is appropriate as it dates back to the birth of civilization and was carefully recorded and passed along for us both to relay the history and to give us profound spiritual insight. I first heard the deeper meaning of this story from Reverend Ike, and we are indebted to him for this interpretation. It's the story of two brothers, Genesis 27, a younger brother Jacob and his older brother Esau. Jacob, you may recall, was later renamed Israel, for whom the present-day state of Israel is named. Jacob became someone of tremendous significance in history. It was the custom in that culture for the oldest son to receive his father's blessing. He got everything and became the patriarch of the family. Now Isaac, the father of Jacob and Esau, was blind. And that blindness of the father, who is the source of the blessing, is a symbol telling us that universal law is blind. Ever seen that blindfolded picture of Lady Justice? That's telling you the same thing. It means that the law is impartial. The law doesn't care who you are. The law of the Lord is no respecter of persons. Now the older brother Esau was a hairy man, while the younger brother Jacob was smooth. And the blind father told them apart by feeling the roughness of the hair. Now the mother favored the younger son, Jacob, who was not traditionally entitled to the blessing. And the mother is also a symbol. She is your indwelling spiritual intuition. And the mother said to Jacob, I have your brother's clothes in my house. Let me clothe you in your brother's clothes so you begin to feel like the one who's entitled to the blessing. And I will put sheepskin over your arms and around your neck so you will feel to your father like the one who is entitled. And I will send you into your father so that he may feel you and bless you so you receive your father's blessing. The story tells you that within you there is a spiritual intuition that knows how to clothe you in the correct feeling nature so you can get what you want from the Father, from the infinite source of all good things. Because you've got to feel right to the Father. You've got to feel right to the source. You see, the Father is going to be feeling you as you approach Him to determine if you're the one who's entitled to the blessing. You've got to have the correct feeling nature in order to receive the blessing. And you have your mother, your indwelling spiritual intuition, to always clothe you in that correct feeling nature. And that's incredibly profound. You've got to feel like you are worthy, like you deserve what you want. You've got to feel like that which you desire is intended for you. Because in universal law, the feeling gets the blessing. So Jacob, dressed in his brother's clothes, giving him the feeling of being his brother, of being the one who is entitled, with sheepskin covering his arms and his neck, so his father will recognize him as the one who is entitled, enters into the blind father. And the father does two things. The father feels, and the father asks, Are you my very son Esau? And Jacob replies, I am your son Esau. When Jacob, the younger son, answered, I am, he was saying, I am the one who's entitled to the blessing. The blind father hears the words, I am, and what you add to I am, you become, when you also feel that you are entitled. The feeling gets the blessing. When life asks, are you successful? You answer, I am successful. When life asks, are you healthy? You answer, I am healthy. When life asks, are you rich? You answer, I am rich. Then the Father says, come closer, let me feel you. And your mother has clothed you in the feeling nature of that which you desire. Whatever moods and feelings you need to make you feel like the one who is entitled, she will dress you in. This story is telling us that you are whoever you say you are, and with no respect whatsoever to the facts. The blind father asks the question that life is always asking us. Are you the one who's entitled? Life is always asking you that. The Father, the source, the infinite source, the supplier of all good, is asking each of us, are you the one who is entitled to the good that you desire? And doesn't that sound like everything we have learned about the law of attraction, where we are to first visualize ourselves having already obtained our goal? Like Einstein told us, your imagination is your preview of life's coming attractions. Theologians may tell us that this is merely the story of how one person stole another person's blessing. The story is trying to show us that the wrong person can get the right blessing if they just make themselves feel right. Work with the principle and the principle will work for you. You have to go around feeling like, sounding like, and acting like the one who is entitled to the good that you desire. And never speak against yourself. Never say, I am poor, I am sick, I'm not good enough, I am clumsy, I'm forgetful, I don't deserve, I can't. Never speak that. Feel worthy, feel deserving, feel entitled. Sound worthy, sound deserving, sound entitled. Act worthy, act deserving, act entitled. Also in the Bible, Matthew 6, Jesus said, "Seek ye first the kingdom in its righteousness, and all these things will be given to you." So we are to look within for the kingdom, and the kingdom is righteous. It operates by law. You will attract everything to you. You will attract it by law because you're in harmony with it. What is happening is that you are raising your vibrational energy to match the vibrational frequency of that which you desire, and then you draw the thing that you desire in towards yourself. One of my verbal affirmations by Florence Scovel Shinn: I am fully equipped for the divine plan of my life. I am fearless in grasping the opportunities which appear before me. In Matthew 13, Jesus also said, "Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant seeking beautiful pearls, and when he found one pearl of great price, sold all that he had and bought it." This is what is meant by fearlessly grasping opportunity. When your correct feeling nature has attracted the blessing that you desire, be fearless in grasping it. Are you powerful beyond measure? Yes, you are. Do you access your power through your thoughts and feelings? Yes, you do. Can your thoughts and feelings bring you what you desire? Yes, they can. So how do you use the power of your thoughts and feelings to attract what you desire? First, know what it is you want. Decide. Next, strongly feel that you are worthy, you are entitled to it, and that it is coming to you. Use your imagination to experience what you desire with intense feelings, like it's already yours. And it is coming to you. You are attracting it according to universal law. And when it appears, grab it. Grasp the opportunity before it moves on. Everything changes when you start to emit your own frequency rather than merely absorb the frequencies around you. Good things begin to happen when you start imprinting your intent on the universe rather than receiving a collage of imprints from all of the influences around you. And finally, let's talk about conduct. How do you behave while this tremendous abundance is coming to you and raining down on you? Jim Rohn says it so well. Be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but without bullying. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. And be humorous, but without folly.